First and foremost, I want to say a very big thank you to those that have subscribed to my channel, to those that have liked my videos. It is encouraging, and that is actually nudging me to go on and produce more videos. I told you in my introductory video that I'm an ERP trainer, enterprise resource planning for my company, and I've been doing this for the past 10 years. Now, today I'm going to elaborate more on this ERP concept. But don't forget, I always try as much as possible to link religion, science, and technology together. I've been using this technology in my company for a very long time now. Now I decided to ask ChatGPT what his understanding of ERP is, and this is the definition that he gave to me. Now, every time I'm training the workers employed into the company, I always tell them one thing, that listen, ERP is taking the physical company and logically throwing it into the computer system. That is my definition of ERP. But like I said, the concept is not new. You can find it in religion. And that is exactly what I want to show to you today. Now, remember the story of Jesus and the centurion in Luke chapter 7 from verse 1 to 10. It talks about Jesus coming into a town, and then a centurion in that town sent elders to Jesus. And these elders were able to convince Jesus to come to the house of the centurion to heal his servant. While going to the house, the centurion sent another message to Jesus that, Master, I do not deserve to have you come into my house. That was why I didn't come to you. I am a man under authority. I have soldiers under me, and I say to this one, come, and he comes. To that one, go, and he goes. I have observed you closely. Your process is exactly the same pattern, so speak the word only. And Jesus was amazed that this man understood what he has been trying to teach his people all along. What did the centurion do? The centurion understood a process, and he explained this process using himself. He established 3 dimensions. The first one was the authority, which was the source. The second dimension was himself, that takes energy from this source. And then the third dimension were the soldiers, that he gives the energy he takes from the source, he gives it to the soldiers, and these soldiers interact with the people in the town. Jesus understood that this man has picked up the very language of healing, and that was exactly his response to the centurion. So when the elders went back to the house, they saw the servant of the centurion heal. This was what I told you in my second video. If you understand the concept of man, the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and the serpent. The concept of an ERP is exactly like this too. 3 dimensions are established. The first one is the application itself. There is the second one, but the third one is what? The database. The middle one, which is the second, which is like the centurion, is called database management system. The application cannot communicate with the database directly. Neither does the database talk to the application directly. No. There has to be somebody in between. But the most important thing is that there is a language of communication. These 3 realms are operating within a language system. This language, in the case of the ERP that I'm managing, is SQL and PLSQL. The middleman that I use is Oracle. There is a language in this middleman, and then when I have to speak, I must understand this language to speak to this middleman, and then the middleman will respond by going to the database where the source are and bringing them to me. We can now work with this data and create information that the management will now use in making decisions and planning. All the workers in the company that are using the application, they are the one inputting this data into the database. So the concept of faith that Jesus was talking about is exactly like this. First, you have to store something, and then when you need that thing, you call it forth to use. So when you encounter any problem, you are going to call forth from the source the data that you stored. bring them, put them together, and then use that information to solve any problem. That has always been the concept. That has been the teaching from the beginning, and that is still the teaching today. This is what science is using to create all the technologies. So these are the three establishments that I've made, which is what? Religion, science, and technology. The source, the middleman, and then the front-end application itself. That has always been my illustration from the very beginning. Some people have called me to complain about my lighting and my background. Well, as you can see, this is a startup. And that is why I'm begging you to subscribe, to like my videos, and to share it on other platforms. In my next video, I'll continue with this concept of ERP. I'll be talking about the application. And I'm also hoping that I will get a company that will tell me that, okay, we've understood the pattern you are trying to bring up. This is our own ERP. Use it to train the people. I will be very grateful to have such an opportunity. So then, see you in my next video.